No, now I think for us, I think it's just about the fears. Ndinkhani ya nkhondo, ndinkhani ya akugwira ntchito. Yeah, of course they are working, and also there's this war going on. What will be the future like? What should we expect? Masiku amene akubwerawa. Is it something that you think kuti boma likhoza kutilankhula kungotipasa confidence kuti tisaope? What do you think?
I think for me is it's not a pretty thing to hear, and especially now that we have our people there, it's very scary and risky to say, do we send more people with all these things happening? And are the people that are there safe, Because by that time I'm like, why should I die? Can I go back home for a holiday and come back when things are clear?
Of course.
So it's a thing of we don't know how safe our people are. And also, could he zitela bad?
Yeah.
Because kondo ya yamba, antoganga nangana benebo, pamene, we don't know is there going to be peace soon?
Yeah.
Are they going to resolve this war soon? Or is it going to escalate?
Yeah.
And we cannot be on the edge to say, let's wait until things get like this and for us to find a solution.
Let's stop sexual harassment at work. I know there are international organizations, amene machita kupanga course ndithu ya sexual harassment, kumachita kukhala code of conduct ndithu kuti munthu akangopezeka kukulankhula mwina mwake muonesa mukukufuna, kungokulankhula atu muonesa, or even kukuyamikira kwina kwake kumene mwina ndingakuyamikirira nkuti.
Don't make us
mukoneka mwachenatu, mungadyeketu, something like that. Such comments, that's sexual harassment. So zimene zizi izi akuluakulu, let's report it. Young women, musaope kuti ntchito yanu ikhoza kuvutika, kumano moyo wanu ndi ofunika kwambiri kuposa ntchito imene muli nayo. Ifa akugonani au basani matenda opanda mankhwala. Ena soli muna simungachire nawo kumalawi kunoko. So let's try to report such things when they're happening.
Hello, good people. It's that time again of emergency meeting right here on Podcastmalawi, your number one podcast in the land. Woo, 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 woo. And of course, you're with me, Ngugi International. Ngugi Blair, the full name. Today I've said my full name.
It's Leia. So, yeah.
But yeah. And of course, I'm with my lovely co-host.
Cardinal Henry is here today.
Woo, 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 woo. Cardinal is wearing a suit, guys.
Oh, yeah,
it's serious business.
Of course.
You look good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah?
You look good as well.
Thank you. How was your week?
It's been good. A lot has been happening, I guess, but it was a nice week.
Yeah.
Work and all that. Yeah. How has been your week?
I think I think I've had a stressful week. Yesterday, it got to the max.
Okay. It was on climax.
Yesterday was on climax, but I had a good week despite all of that. I managed to get the work done that I needed, but It's just that I did some of the things too late.
Okay.
So I was panicking and running out of time, and I didn't execute some of these things fully or how I would have wanted to get them done.
Mamaliza maoda goma?
Yes,
okay.
Because
I don't have much sugar ndinkani.
Guys, so
avinisa want.
What you order, this is what you get. We deal with those things. And anyway, we still try to do our best.
Oh yeah, that's
and then but I think this week also have just made me learn a few things as well in terms of business wise how exactly I want to run my business.
Okay.
And some of the areas that I've also realized where exactly I'm failing and why.
Okay.
So because of that, I want to take a step back and fix these problems.
Okay.
Because I don't want to keep overlooking them. I really need to fix them.
Yeah.
So I want to take a step back and actually fix this before I move forward again. And all these things have happened in this week where I'm like, oh no.
What is
this
stepping
is
back?
not,
what is stepping back?
Okay, hold on. So that's when I was like, this is not how I want to run my business.
Okay.
And because I don't want to run it like this and I know exactly how I want to. I know where it's lacking.
Yeah.
I need to get the resources that I really need to make sure that I get things right.
Yeah.
Right? So stepping back is me sourcing funds or resources that I really need to actually put it in my business and have it exactly how I want it to be. Because due to this lacks that I have now, it's what is contributing to all these things.
Yeah.
So realizing that's when I'm like, okay, let me maybe step down. Let me fix these things. Let me not just rush into, because I want quick money.
Yeah.
Let me accept your order let me
yeah.
do this just because I want quick money. But what about my delivery?
Yeah.
What about the quality of service? What about the people that work for me? How am I handling all these things?
Yeah.
Or finances as well and everything. So well, fashion is one of my businesses, right?
Yeah.
So this one I'm talking directly about this.
Yeah.
Among everything else that
Yeah.
I do. So yeah.
I mean, that's really important. Ndi chinthu chimene chimasowa ku anthu amene amapanga business.
Yeah.
Right. Sitting down, looking into what is working and what is it not working, what is it that we're doing right and what is it that we're not doing right. Ndi chinthu chimene chimasowa kwambiri. That is why you see business going down. Okay, and ainaka achosa mazindikira kuti chifukwa chani tikugwa, chifukwa chani tikulephera, because they lack this time where they can sit down, analyze, do a proper analysis of, okay guys, we started on this note, why are we on this note, why are we dropping down, what is the problem, where can we work, where can we improve, okay, how can we improve to make sure that we still have our customers, our clients. So it's something that is a layer that you don't see in people that run business. Mapeto ake ma business agwa because mostly Ngugi ku fashion industry, okay, sometimes it will be like, hey, I tell amachedwa, so those are like businesses that you're losing, okay, because muna muntu amafuna apangise okwate and then amafuna recommendation, and the moment you mention about akutachi, people be like, hey, amenacha anandivutisa siku lakuti anandivutisa nthawi yanga ya uchinkhoswe, those kind of references, and that thing,
that's how you lose customers.
That's how you lose customers, and that's how my business happens. They're going down. So I should recommend that. It's really important for businesses to sit down, do a proper analysis. What is it that I'm doing right? What is it that I'm doing wrong? Because you want to maintain the standard. That's it. So big up NI Designs CEO.
And on top of that, I think I just want to add on one of the reasons that can actually make a business successful.
Yeah.
Or bankrupt or get destroyed. It's also the people that you work with.
Yeah, of course.
They contribute greatly to your business as well, because I have a vision of how I want my things to be, and I've employed people that should help me achieve
that vision.
Help achieve this goal. So now, if these people are not really they're not seeing the vision, or they're not really contributing to what exactly I need. Now, it's not just going to be my name that's going to be in the mud, but them too, because now it's like, you're failing.
Yeah.
So it's like you're failing, you and your people are failing. And if I am successful, me and my team, we're both going to be happy that we're doing the right work, So the people that you also employ can actually make your business or break your business. So it's also good to actually really have qualified people, people that believe in your goal and your vision.
Yeah.
Then they're also going to push you and help you actually get there.
Yeah.
So that's also like number one thing that I realized is also a great support system will help you get there.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have people that are not seeing what you're saying and taking this job lightly and doing whatever they wanna do, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, of course. But I also feel like sometimes the kind of team that you have speaks more about the kind of a person you are, the kind of a leader you are. Okay, it means you've sold them your idea, your dream, your goal. This is the goal of this organization.
Yeah.
This is and then because it's like I'm selling the vision to the people that I'm working with. Now for me to deliver, I need people that can work with me to help me deliver, to help me to drive this agenda to the goal. So it's like you're sharing your idea to them, which means the same spirit, the same thing that is driving you it's the same thing that will be driving them. Okay, nthawi inaka kamapanga ulesi uzidabwa nawo kuti kulakulu koma ninakuza ndizakuza kuti do you think with
kuti iniyo musangalale banja anu lisangalale
tikuyenera tipangeze so is what you are doing, is it gonna help this organization to meet its goals, to meet its targets? So it means kunena kuti you will all be on the same boat, driving into the same agenda, knowing kuti abwana athu anatuza izi, and if we see this, if you see our boss doing this, we have to support him, we have to support her, because this is what will drive this organization to meet its goal. So it's really important for businesses to be doing that.
Muntu iwe amene walemba anthu antchito, you also need to keep your word.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to be paid when you do this, make sure you pay them.
Of course.
If you say ABCD, you need to do... Because the other number one reason why is so Antwena tokamu na ndolesiabe, or they're not serious, or they don't get you all these things that can contribute to that. Kumasa another reason you toka kuti, iwe also, muntu amene walemba anthu antchito, zinthu zimene unapanga promises zimene akudziwa zoti uyenera kuwapangira ukukwaniritsa chifukwa these people are also counting, their family are counting on them, and iweyo let's just say munthu wagwira ntchito sunampasiretu ndalama yako, sunampasiretu ndalama yake, akhala bwanji ndi motivation to come back to work tomorrow. So now that's going to affect your work too, but only because you're not being a good leader, you're not keeping your word, you're not communicating to anthu akugwira ntchito bwino. So that's the other thing, but it's all about realizing all these things and knowing how to do best from it, you know.
True. I love that, man. I do.
But anyway, that's about my week. But we are here to talk about what's happening around the world, you know, matters of interest. And at Emergency Meeting, we give out our own opinions of different things that are happening. And of course, you know, Henry always has more to say. Henry always has more to say. But on today's discussions, I think one of the things that we are talking about is about the tobacco market opening. Tobacco market is now open. I think it's now on last week Monday, the president went to open kukasungu anakasegulira kumene kuja kuti no malonda afoja ayamba ndithu anthu akugulisa kumeneku. So I think when I read the story about this, I saw kuti akunena kuti production ya chepa ya foja chaka chino. I don't know if it's compared to the other season. To the other seasons. However, I think the marketing pricing is very good, and we're happy with it. Anthu jan alima foja atakata ndithu atakata sokale, I'm sure by now, but so that's one of the things that we're talking about. But let me hear from you. What's your take on this?
All right, no, thank you so much. I mean, it's quite interesting with the production yatsika, you know, because I think I for one expected kuti chinthu chimene timakhanga timachidalira. You know, we always talk about tobacco. We always talk about how tobacco contributes to the economy of this country.
It's one of our biggest exports.
It's one of our biggest exports, all right? So sometimes you sit down and be thinking, okay, chinthu chimene chimandiendera bwino pa moyo wanga ndi chinthu chimene I will do everything, okay, to work on that area, to perfect it. Ncholenga jodi ndekuti chisazafe chinthuchi, komanso ndekuti I should increase revenues from that stream, okay? But it's quite sad to hear kunena kuti production ikusinta. Of course, they will talk about some factors contributing to that, kuti mwina ndinkhani ya mwina nyengo, you know, kuti mvula sinagwe and all that. And we've been talking about this in Emergency Meeting pan. So yeah, we thank God kuti dengo ulibwino. They are selling at I think $3.1 per barrel. I think so. Yeah, something like that. If not 3.1 per kg, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Komano barrel nditunda una barrel inagera almost 100 kg. It goes to I think $310, which means it's $3.1 per kg, I think. You know, so mtengo libino. Okay, so we will say good intengo libino. Big up to the government, to the Ministry of Agriculture and all that, Tobacco Control Commission. Komano, let's work on the production. Can't we do that?
I think when I read the story, I saw kuti Akuti, their suggestion was, let's get into more irrigation farming. And we're like, we've been talking about this though. We've been talking about how farmers should start utilizing irrigation system because we cannot rely on the rains.
No, we can't.
Look at this year. They failed us. They're coming at the time we don't need the rain. And the time we really needed this rain, it wasn't
Of course,
there.
we always need rains, but then sometimes...
but I'm saying kuti at least nthawi ya season yoti anthu akuyenera kudzala mvula simagwa amene imenera kugwera pamene nthawi imene kuti anthu chimanga choyenera kuti chikule chiyambe kufika kokhwima ikugwabe, and that contributed kuti chimanga china chitani chisakule bwino china chife and stuff like that. So the best way is to not really rely on this weather.
And I don't know.
Or my season, good season. I think we can grow anything at any time. Let's at least maybe start developing that. Let's grow whatever we can at whatever time. We shouldn't just wait on season.
Yeah.
Then, which is, if we're using irrigation, because the reason why we're only waiting on season is because this is a rainy season. But let's grow whatever that we can. We can be able to grow whatever that we can if we're using the irrigation system. So it's just a matter of kuti anthu ambiri adziwe kuti kodi irrigation tinga angapange bwanji. Mwina they should learn more about it mamidzimu. Then mwina anthu ambano kunena kuti then tisachite kudalira mvula titha kupanga what we can now. Mvula so ikabwera nde kuti ilithandiza pakuti komabe panopa mwina tiyesere njira yakuti imene totithandiza.
I feel like this is something that zimayenera kuti it's crossing the mind of the decision makers mwina years ago, you know, because I feel like anthu amene amakhala maudindo, anthu amene amapanga zakafukufuku, you know, mwina by today anthu ajali ndi kuthekera kunena kuti ndi mmene chilengedwe chathu pano pachilili come 3-4 years from now nyengo idzakhala kuti asintha. You know, I feel like there's been those kind of research, those kind of kufufuza kafukufuku siyana kuti kodi nyengo ikusintha bwanji, and they were on the right position to give an advice kwa anthu ngati awawa kuti akutobako komishoni aku Ministry of Agriculture kuti akuluakulu, can you help the farmers ncholinga choti tikhale ndi my irrigation systems, because kumene tikupitaku mvula sizigwa bwinobwino. So that will affect the production ya fodya. And what does that mean? It means unena kuti ndekuti we won't have enough fodya to tipange export ngati mene timapangira, which simply means kunena kuti ndekuti we'll get few forex than we used to do, than we are using to have panopa. Okay, that means you are planning for the future. You are planning about tomorrow, kuti tingatani, you know. But I feel like zonsezo, yes, we've got the systems and all that. Komano mwina sisi tipindulire because already panopa ngatinda kuti yatsika. And I think I was looking for the figure. I think amena kuti mwina masales akhoza kusika ndi almost 40 billion Malawi kwacha ngati ndisakulakwisa. So you should think about the 40 billion Malawi kwacha deficit. Okay, it means what we sowed last year in during this market ndekuti ticheperako pang'ono inde ntengoli bwino koma zitantho zoti ticheperako ife choti production yasintha, and we are not doing something different to improve our productivity. So it's quite difficult sometimes when you're hearing all those issues and then you'll be like, okay, komano, what are we doing? Okay,
komanso anthu amene amaphunzira kuluwana, they're the ones ambiri, I think zambiri zawo ndi za agriculture and everything. So I'm sure pala anthu amene akuphuza za irrigation.
Of course.
Anthu amene amene tiwafuna kwambiri kuti atithandize kuti irrigation imene iyenda bwanji. Anthu ambiri adziwe iwo atenge nzeru zawo zimene aphunzira ku school kuzibweretsa now. That's why we need them. We need them now. That's why they're studying this course, you know, to help in the irrigation matters. So we need these people to come out to help us kuti okay, anthu mangova irrigation koma angapange bwanji kodi mamizimu amayenera kutani. For this thing needs water. How do we, because mamiziso wambi kulibe madzi, anthu ambiri I think kwambiri you see some areas I think kama boho kwambiri kulibe tap water chanchani koma madzi amapezeka pansi zitsime anthu amakumba zitsime kupeza madzi madamu chanchani. So these are things of kwauza kuti mwina njira yakuti itachitika, this is what we need to do kuti anthu mukhale ndi madzi muzithirira mbewu zanu zosiyana-siyana. So we really need these guys to help us, because if it's an issue, if the irrigation is the solution, then let's get the experts in this field to go around and help farmers, people that are into farming, to see how best we can do this. That's what I can say.
I think it's high time we take the technical capability imene iliko in our universities malo siyana and take it into practice. You know, you wabereka example yaku Rwanda. Kulwana kuli program ya irrigation, a whole full program ya irrigation, okay? And we have to take those people on the ground, okay? We have to utilize those knowledge. Kuti akulu mukuphunzira irrigation mukapita kunjako suti mukafunsaso ntchito zina zikakhazokhudzana za irrigation is, and the government should make sure that my irrigation system abwere chifuna kuti we have people who have the technical capacity, who have the technical know-how yoti zinthu zimene anaphunzira zichakhoza kukanzika pa ground, okay? But because there is no that opportunity on the ground, my irrigation schemes zimene ndochepa and all that, but the people that can work into all those areas we have. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think they just need to have there has to be a coordination between these people.
Exactly.
Yeah, anthu amene akufuna their help in terms of irrigation wise. Kuti akumane akambirane kuti zinthu zimayenda bwanji and how best they can do it. Or even them offering themselves to say ife tikufuna tithandize njira iyi and anthu amene ali interested let's work together. I think that's what
it's
can
something
work.
that can work.
And actually, I know kuti kubunda, there's a lecturer. I think I need more like a fun something kubunda komwekwa. Ndangoiwala machanchan leisure farms or something.
I know that
This man anabanga built dam.
Dam.
And you can even ride a boat in this dam.
Exactly.
Can you imagine how crazy that is? Koma anachita kukumba, you know, anaita kukumba kuti akhale apeze madzi amene aja, which means he knows what exactly it is, and he used the same water to build that surrounding. He used the same water to farm the things that akulima mbali akumene koko. So if somebody also that means it's possible. Ndizoteka. There's a way, and muntawo ndi mumu. So it's a matter of kuti kumayuza ma expertise anthu ngati amene wawa kuwabidisa mu areas amene akufunikira kuti anthu atani athandizike. And not just him, I think Ujen, even Mr.
Napoleon Zombe.
He also has a man-made dam. And I think a few people saw palima dam enaka anthu ena ndiye namina napanga. These are the people that found a way of having water, like how do you access water, you know? Which if we need the water for irrigation, and how they're using their water for their own leisure and you know, tourism, whatever that may be. So we really need to find out more, and also these people, if they can share the knowledge, it would also be very important. So that some kind of irrigation.
Let's get on the ground and do the
work. This is a solution, but we're not doing anything about it. So but it's good kuti anthu ambopeza ati ndalama tawo pamenepo mwina sena ntaina I should start farming tobacco.
Mwalimi akusangalala
mwina ndikagulisa kabelo kamodzi atono ngati zimatheka bele modzi yokha kangogulisa
zimatheka.
But we need to get there. We need to find ways of making money. All the ways that we can. We have to try and see how to survive in this poor country. But so that's about that. But then another interesting thing that I saw that I think we need to talk about is Israel. You know the situation in Israel. It looks like there's a war there happening, and it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy and scary. And it's the fact that Israel in Africa, and it's like I hope we don't want to. I mean, I kind of feel like I don't like to hear goody zinthu ngati zikuchitika. You know, that's why we say it's a peaceful nation. I think we've never really had situation like that. But can you imagine these people that live in this country knowing goody, I'm not safe right now. Anything can happen at any moment. It's so risky. You know, but then the interesting thing there, if we're looking at how Malawi anzatu anapeza zokuti apita ku Israel ko kukapanga sign za MOU yokhudzana ndi maweka zathu amene ali ku Israel kumeneko. And I'm like, with all this happening, what is going on? So I don't know, what do you think about this?
I think for me, I would say kunena kuti kwabida delegation. Okay, so we've been talking about nkhondo yaku Israel, and now it's not just Israel fighting with Hamas. Pano it's Israel, Irani, mbali nayi ndekuti akulimbana ndi Hamas ndekuti I think Israel on its own ndekuti ili ndi adani awiri. You know, it's focusing on anthu awiri ku Hamas mbali nayi Israel, Iran iso mbali nayi. Okay, so kukanthucha kuli anthu athu. Okay, and takhala tikubwera pano ifeyo takhala tikubwera pano fighting kuti anthu apite kuti anthu apite ku Israel because it was an opportunity imene inabwera kwathu ngati opportunity. No, you should come here and all that work. Yeah, we said yes, and then tunena pano there's a delegation that has gone there kuti akasayinirane nawo pano pasi kuti ndikukakambiranaso ya koma ndikukasayinirana and memorandum of understanding, you see, and tunena panonso kwakhazikidwaso chani office ya chani ya Kazembe, right, ya wa ku Malawi kumano ku Tel Aviv. Okay, which means kuti ubale watani wabeba wakhazikika pamene papa. You know, now I think for us, I think mwina leroli mwina it's just about the fears ndi nkhani ya nkhondo ndi nkhani ya akugwira ntchito. Yeah, of course they are working and also there's this war going on. What will be the future like? Mwina what should we expect mwina masiku amene akubwerawa? Is it something that you think mwina kuti boma likhoza tilankhula mwina kungotipasa confidence kuti mwina tisaope? What do you think?
I think for me is kumva nkhani ya nkhondo, it's not a pretty thing to hear, you know, and especially now that we have our people there, it's very scary and risky to say, do we send more people with all these things happening? And are the people that are there safe, you know? Because by that time I'm like, why should I die? Can I go back home for a holiday and come back when things are clear?
Of course.
So it's a thing of we don't know how safe our people are. And also, kudi zitela bad. Because kondo yayamba, you know, antoganga naganga benevo, pamene, we don't know kudi, is there going to be peace soon? Are they going to resolve this war soon? Or is it going to escalate? And we cannot be on the edge to say, let's wait until things get like this and for us to find a solution. Would rather right now decide. Should we get our people back first to say these things is resolved and then they go back to work?
That's what I'm saying.
That's where it's like, how can we do this? Command, it's a thing of good. And Tagris are also, to it. They're in a better position to say, but I think it's not safe. Let's find a plan of you guys go to the bank olo. So ngana kuda hai mwina mbali yakuno zintu sisifika pamene popo.
Yeah, maybe.
Do we know?
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's something. It's very possible because it's a big country as well. We don't know kudi apanga target. Malawi ati or Antwaga or whatever it may be.
Mwina just to minute akazo metiri kuno mwina kozo kota kumenya na kuchikwawa ife tiri kulongwe kuno.
God, this is the cool.
Iri kutali.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly how extreme, how bad are things there safe on the ground, because if you see the kumene go komantari kwa mwego ndamina kudziwa to what extent komabe I'm sure they're still trying to find solutions towards this, and I think akupempa chitandizo andiso ma countries ambiri akufuna kuti awatandize kuti how best can we protect Israel, how can we also end this war in general, you know. So I just don't want us to get to the point where it's too bad and then now we're crying and we're panicking to save our people. Would rather try to find understand the situation and have possible solutions to this so that there is safety. Because how are we going to send our people again if there is all this chaos happening? So I think it's a matter of finding out what's the situation on the ground. How can we move forward so that it was already a good old opportunity. We should send our people there. Then why are problems after problems? We're finding a solution, but no, there's war in Israel.
I think
and listen, I think now Nasabanga demonstrated so and trainer Jamini Otisana Amadigi Laguda. There were demonstrations. I don't know how I don't know how we missed that. There were people that were on hold to go to Israel and they were demonstrating. You guys haven't communicated to us why we shouldn't go. Commander, I'm sure even those people will be hold off.
No,
with this.
I don't think so. You know,
they can go.
Yeah, I could be that because I think mwina panopa chimene mwina ine ndikuyembekezera chonena kuti this delegation that is in Israel mwina akamabwera they should be able to address us, okay? Angotiwuza kuti the status quo panopa kuti okay, I think panopa inde kuli nkhondo komano mbali zimene kuli nkhondozo ndi mbali imene kuli anthu athu mwina ndiyotalikirana chonchi, okay? And mwina ainake anthu walemba ntchito atisimikizira kuti anthu athu ndotetezedwa, just to bring back that confidence, because I'm telling you, if I had a family member woti ali ku Israel ndiyoti bwezi daily tizikhala tikumayimbira na phone koma say ukuti zili kutali bwanji,
also anthu amene akuyenera kupita panopa it's a thing of kuti ase mwinatu usapite ka udikire take bwanji to the city. How are you going to go to a place where uchitozo zoti kuli nkhondo yokumapitako?
That means you really need the money. That's a risk we have to take, man.
That's scary. I say I risked it all for my family.
I sacrificed.
For you people to have bread in this house. But sacrifice needs to be made. Sacrifice needs to be made. But it's just the thing also, safety is very important.
It is paramount.
We just need to find out, are people safe? Can people still go there? And I think they need to address us on this matter so that we know where we are.
Yeah, so we're hoping kuti as they're coming, akamabwera atilankhula, and we'll be able to know mwina mitima yathu ikhalako pansi. Maso awawa amene amafuna kupita awa mwina they can be cooled down kuti akuluakulu tadikirani kaye mwina kungozizira. Komano, the strange part is for me is kuti Israeli ili ndi anthu oti ali kumbuyo kwake. Iran ili ndi anthu oti ali kumbuyo kwake. You talk about Hamas, gula Hamas ndi anthu oti kuliso anthu oti, and kuli anthu in general akudana ndi zimene Israel ikutani ikuchita, so you think about this war coming to an end anytime soon. I think kumakhazi yazoti zovuta kuti kodi zizitha, because awa akaphulisa awa mafuna kubwezera, awa akaphulisa awa mafuna kubwezera, Israel inapita akaphulisa, Iran inabweza and all that, so alisa afuna kuti abweza zimenzo zimapesa zoti nkhondo ichaitani ikupitirira. So we are hoping kuti mwina kukhala bata, and we are hoping kuti akuluakulu athu apanga assess situation imene ilili kumene ku background sinankhali background, apanga assess alankhula ndi anthu okhudzidwa, which means the employers anthu athu Malawi athu alankhula nawo kuwafunsa zimaganizo anu mufuna kubwerera ku nyumba kapena tipange bwanji, which I think people have to be given an opportunity to say, no, I think I have to go back and all that. Mwina so amene ali kuno poti kukokoleba ikhabe kuti despite nkhondo kamachitika ma operations ambiri amakhala akuchitika, so people are still farming.
If they have to come back, does that mean they're losing their job completely, or they're still gonna take them in when things are peaceful? Because I kind of feel like if it's like, if you're gonna leave now, then you've lost your job too. Everybody's gonna be willing to say, I'm gonna lose my job, so let me just, as much as I'm scared, let me stay. But then if it's a thing of goodie, no, go back home, and then when I start off nowhere, all in all, we just want our people safe.
We want our people safe. That's what we are.
And we're also wishing that this war should come to an end, so that there should be peace in Israel. They're our people. I mean, they're helping our fellow Malawians to have bread on the table. So we're in support of them. We just wish this war could end soon, and that we all can live in harmony and peace as one Africa. So Israel, we're with you. We're with you, our people. But anyway, so Pamalawi banoti ndime NGOs siyana.
A lot of them.
Non-government organization. Awa ndima organization amene amakhala kuti akubanga zinthu zosiyana. Pamalawi pano mostly NGOs, I think most of them, I wouldn't say all of them, but most of them, they're established to pretty much help and to ovodiga muzinzo siyana, right? But I just came across this new law for Rwanda, which I just want to read out. Kudizimena kubanga. So I just read out for you guys. Just hold on. Okay. So in Rwanda, they've drafted a law to say they've drafted a law to say they want 80% of NGOs' budget to directly reach vulnerable people, and that 20% should be spent on their budget and operation cost. So this is the law that they're trying to establish in Rwanda. Kuti NGO azibanga operate like this. Kumala kunasunduza zote zinazugwambi zimaenda bwanji, but I kind of feel like I don't know for sure, but before I say what I want to say, just tell me about this development, what you think your point is, your
Wait.
point of view.
I think when I saw that, it's an interesting story, and
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a good development to say. Chifukwa chonena kuti ma NGO pakati apa zinazalwa chisawa kuti anthu zinakhala ngati kuti ndi ma personal entity, you know.
Ine solo ndi NGO.
Nzokazo zimene nazo kuti zinangofika poti anthu angofuna
Wina
ka funding,
angosegula.
angosegula ka NGO kake amathandiza anthu osauka kachanchani basi NGO yake ine international.
Speak to me direct, and speak to me direct. My
in international, okay. That you know, for so long I've been wondering kodi control ya ma NGO imaenda bwanji. I'll take an example ya kumalawi kwathu kuno, okay. So we've got NGO board, imene the board yoti kuyang'anira my NGO, man, government organization oseacha. I think recently kwabweraso ngola imene ndi NGO regulatory authority. Okay, I think it in this so now mbali yawo imene ikuenera upanga play on regulating yama NGOs. Okay, nde kunaliso kuliso council for non-government organization Kongoma, you know, osewaso akugwira ntchito mothandizira majani ma NGO. Okay, but then you look at how ma NGO anachulukira pa Malawi ndi mene zinthuzo zikutani zikuvutira pa ndi mene umphawi kuchulukiriranso pa Malawi, and then you ask yourself kodi does the NGO benefit a local person and at the community kapena ndi za anthu ena wake basi, you know. Sometimes you question that kuti zikuthandiza kapena ndi ena ake amene amafuna kuti angopindula ino NGO yanu. Cholinga cha NGO yanu ndi chani? Moti mutapeza lero li 1 million chimene mungapange ndi 1 million ndi chani?
Okay, so let me start from this.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to agree with you, Goody. There has to be a control in the opening of NGOs in this country, because I kind of feel like anybody can be able to open an NGO.
Yeah.
Apita kuregistra, akasegula, abelega mafiza, amena kwena kulipila kuti akhale ndi NGO. But how many NGOs are we gonna have?
Yeah.
So there has to be a vetting as well. Kodi inuyo mufuna mupange chani, and muthandiza bwanji dziko lathu lino ndi NGO yanu and stuff like that. So I think the control needs to be there. It really needs to be there, because now anybody is gonna come. Wina esazingodzuka ine ndifuna ndipange NGO.
Yeah.
Then wina sena khande NGO.
And nobody question how they use their money.
Also, paliba amene akupanga di follow anthu akuti kodi di anthu akuyendesa bwanji no NGO awo. I mean, it's allowed. Anybody can open an NGO. Komaso, I don't really think just because you want to help people, then you have to open an NGO. I kind of feel like sometimes you can just help people without you opening an NGO. Okay. That's ineso nasegula NGO because I was helping people. But
mukoza utandiza anthu osasegula NGO, right?
No, but I'm just saying, it doesn't really mean good just because you're helping, then you just have and you need to have an NGO.
I think you know pakati pa mina
I think that's the mindset they have.
Ngarutandiza munhu ngandagulira uniform oh sorry.
Any foundation NGO whatsoever that is. But I think for me, the reason why I opened my NGO, okay, one of the reasons was I've seen a gap. Yeah. Right?
Okay. No, talk to me, guys.
Okay, despite the gap. The main reason was I'm a fashion designer, right? And I've always wanted to do something for other people. Yeah. And coming across different students early in the morning when I'm going to work, I think I kind of saw Ana would have school work for Mongambiga, and I saw Siana, Janjan. And then it was interesting for me to see why don't you have an uniform, or why are you wearing a torn uniform? And then I was like, I'd rather sue for you uniform. And then when I started researching about this, I realized it's actually big. It's a big problem in the rural communities. And they're actually dropping out of school just because they don't have it. And you can see someone will say that's dumb. School. Tell me about something else. But unfortunately, this is actually
That's a
one of the
reality.
it's one of the contributing factor for them to drop out of school in the rural communities.
chifukwa amabweza nthawi ina ake ku school
Nthawi
kulibe.
zina, komano-
not even nthawi zina. I've grown up masukulu akumuzi ndaphunzira kumuzi
Yeah.
said where imafika nyengo nena kuti ayamba kubweza osavala uniform.
Yeah.
And we're talking about primary schools whereby uniform is just a mayala basi. Okay, sizigwiriza naso ndi kumusi, it's just mayala.
Yeah.
Komano you find good people are struggling even to get the uniform. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you, to agree on you kuti nena kuti nthawi zina anthu amatausiya skulu chifukwa alibe uniform chifukwa ku skulu kuja kwabweza and makolo mwina sangakwanise. So yeah, that's a gap.
And ana amene aota kusiya skulu basi ndekuti skulu yawo yathera panjira. And already we want as many educated people as we can have so that our country develop, anthu amene waphunzire athandizeko china chake pa dziko lathu la Malawi lino, you know. So if we're going to have more of these people dropping out of school, kumudzikale koti kuli anthu ovutika, the few role models already kumene kuja anthu amene amaona ochita bwino mwina ogulisa chakuti ogulisa chakuti, and those are the pictures that they have of somebody that's doing something. They don't know what the real world is actually out there, and the people doing so great, and they started from just getting educated.
Yeah.
So that already contributes to poverty atu zingochulukira. So I was like, if I can actually help somebody to stay in school by just providing a school uniform, then why not? So I was like, okay. When I saw this a huge gap, that's when I was like, I cannot do this on my own. Then let me call out people that are willing to help to successfully execute this. Because if I could, I would do this on my own. But because now I have to ask for help from other people, from, you know, to say, I want to do this. I found out about this and I feel like it's something that we can actually do and help our people, but help me in this way for us to successfully do this. So that was my reason why I had to open an NGO to say, and this tandizolina lima kubeza ngati if you're properly established, because people are going to trust an institution more than just
individual.
Not everything goes into your personal account. How are you going to trust you really going to help people?
Where is the transparency?
Yes. And I feel like operating through an institution is much better. It carries more weight. That's my main reason to say, let me open an NGO was that. But otherwise, I was just doing this as an initiative to say, I want to have a uniform project initiative where I could have just, I would have kept on doing this every year. But then if I also want funding to come in for me to help this, then let me have a proper institution. That was the reason why I said, okay, then let me register this. Let me put everything in order for me to actually start sourcing for money and for people to actually see the need and the work that needs to be done. Because NGOs mostly is about helping people. So that's I'm like, okay, we want to help people in this area. So this is just one of the things that we are doing to help, but I'm still looking into what else can we do at NI Foundation?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, because my issue, many guys aku Rwanda khazikisa la muzao. Because it shows kunena kuti ndalama zambiri zimene ma organizations, both local and international organizations, zimene amalandira, zimaonesa kuti a big chunk of money doesn't go to the people. A big chunk of money goes to the organization. Only ndalama yochepa
masalale machanchani ma admin staff
only ndalama yochepa imene imakapanga impact the people on the ground, you know sometimes you mwina ndipereka chisanzo cha kuma organization akuza umoyo ku healthy, okay, tirekeze organization yoti ikupanga project mwina yanza matenda aedzi ndiye kulimbikisa anthu kuti asamapange default adzima mankhwala, you know, and then you find out kuti munthuyo anasiya kumwa mankhwala, mwina chifukwa chimene vuto limene ali nalo ndilonena kuti mwina pakhomopo pali umphawi, so you talk about si munthu mmodzi yekha amene amamwa mankhwala pakhomopo, mwina mukamba za mwana, mwina ana onse amamwaso mankhwala, komano kadyedwe kawo pakhomopo kamakhala kopoyira. For such organizations kuti anene kuti okay, we want to come up with an initiative yoti we should build the homes, tiapase mwina kuthekera konena kuti azipanga mabusiness ndi kumapanga ndalama, kuti akapanga ndalama they should be able kuti azidya ndi cholinga choti azimwa mankhwala. It's difficult for organization to do that. Ma organizations akhozobwera pakhomo panu kuzakuza zoti muzimwa mankhwala, komano osapanga kuthekera konena kuti mwina athandize nyumbayo imene ilili. Akhozoona kuti nyumba ino pali kuvutika, pali umphawi pakhompa pakono kuti pali umphawi kuti mwina chakudya pakhompano mwina cholongosoka chinadyedwa mwina 2 days ago, but they cannot solve that problem, but they still want you kuti muzimwa mankhwala. Okay, so I think mwina ganizo la Rwanda kunena kuti we want to have this law kunena kuti ma organization tidziona ma budget anu ndipo tidziona kuti 20% ndi imene ikupita ku organization, but the 80% it's going to the implementation, which will in the long run impact on the development of the nation. When he said, the more money it's going to the ground, it's going to the zinthu zoti mukuziona. Okay, it's not like kuti zinthu zungothera ma allowance chanja siti kukana people anthu akuyenera dzilandira ma allowance, but then you should be thinking about the reason you started. Munayamba chifukwa chani? Munayamba fode mafuna mthandize wanthu. Okay, are you helping the people or you just helping madumbano and all that? So for me, ma organization ku Malawi kunoko alipo ambiri koma awi tikupindula Malawians benefiting. Does those zithandizo zonse zimapita kwa Malawi kapena zimangoima chapena pake?
And my angels amandi a lot of funding because anthu amathandiza chifukwa chokuti akwenaso kathandiza anthu ena. So people give through them to say, yomwe ndi mission yakuti fetu kuthandiza ndama ikuti mukathandize yani anthu. And it's good Rwanda, they have actually trying to put this code to say 80% go to the people, 20% goes to your admin
organization
and operation costs and everything like that. Which I feel like if we can also have that, kumalawi guno, zitaso kutithandizira. Because the government is not going to do everything. NGOs, us individuals, ndi anthu amene so titakuthandizira boma kuti zinthu zathu zipite pasogolo. Kuti boma lathu olo chituko cha dziko lathu lino chipite pasogolo. Chifukwa choti boma singa pange okay they can komabe amafunika be chithandizo chochokera NGOs anthu nandani kuti zinthuso zathekere. So if through NGOs more is going on the ground, tiambatu mavuto ambiri kutichepera. Mavuto ambiri amba kuchepa. Pezoti awathandiza skulu yakuti amanga skulu kwina kwake kunaibe skulu kaya panga maboho kaya chani ndekuti let's work for the government. At least they will focus on other things. Anthu ena feru NGO ena feru kuthamanga kuona kuti mavuto ena watatetse anthu apite ku skulu apuzire nawo sakaphunzisa zawo.
I think I will close with this statement. Okay, statement yanga ipite ku boma through Ngora. So Ngora is non-governmental organization regulatory authority. Okay, so tabweresa ndipoyera ndondomeko zimene zimayenera kukhalapo kuti munthu alembese organization. Komanso kodi ma-organization mumafufuza bwanji, mumachita bwanji check kuonesa kuti adakapanga adi zimene akuyenera kupanga. Okay, komanso ma-organizations akamabwera, I think they should be aligning to our agenda as a nation. Okay, you should not be going this way when our dream or our vision is going this way. So you have to be aligning to our plans. You have to be aligning to our dreams, our visions. Ndekuti ngati tili ndi MIP 1 ya 10 years, it means kuti ma organizations ano mukamayamba even ma plan amene muli nawo and all that akhale kuti they are also aligning to this. Kugwiritsidwe ntchito ka ndalama zanu kadzekhala kunena kuti there is transparency, kuti anthu akhoza kubwera ndikuona kuti ndalama zanu mumagwiritsa ntchito chonchi, ndikupanga recommended kuti you are really doing a good job. Chifukwa chonena kuti taona ma accounts anu, taona many ma finances anu akutani akuyendera. You will find out kunena kuti these other local organizations go years without being audited. Mwina kwangolipiraso ndalama kwangogula ma auditors kuti angopanga cook chane information, angopanga cook data. Ncholenga choti they should be able to have a clean record for the sake of the next funding that is coming.
Yeah,
you see?
And also the other thing is kutokama repetition of NGOs.
Exactly.
Anthu ena ke anapanga ka register kulonga momwe model yake so zomwezo abita wina kapanga register zomwezo, which if there was proper research of kodi anapanga register chakuti ndani ndi organization apanga bwezi akwauza tilizo ndi akuti mwina mutapanga partner ndiwo kuti mission yanu no, so you guys have the same goal, so maybe work together and achieve this. If only you're greedy and you're doing an NGO for other purposes, that's when you can say no to someone partnering with you with the same goal, But otherwise, if you're really out there to help people, how can you say no to partnering with somebody that has the same goal with you? So it's just a thing of research and you want to say something? Okay, say something.
So you're going to raise my levels up? Yes, sir.
Lankulani.
Okay, so ideally yet chen maona vuto la ikulu kumalawi kuno NGOs or anthu amene akunena kuthandiza anthu
Yeah.
they are not end goal oriented,
Yeah.
they're in the middle, you know, because kwambiri ndi kumene kuyokera
Drama.
ndrama pakati ndipanga process ndrama komaliza kuli beneficiary, you know what I'm saying. So auditing imakondo chitika pa middle,
Yeah.
you know, from the information that they have from the first point, yeah, komalizirako kulibeko, you know. Now zinthu za ngati M&E timapanga M&E timaona kupendera kuchokera ndrama yapangidwa process bwanji, beneficiary apanga like what's the impact.
Yeah.
Impact kwambiri is determined pa munthu amene ali pakati, you know,
Okay.
dhani pa munthu amene akunenedwayo. Let's say kuti tikupanga ndrama izi zikathandiza anthu ama podcast, you know what I'm saying. Munthu amene atapenge ndrama ndamene ali pakati kunena kuti ma podcast aku Malawi akuzunzika dhani ma podcast amene akuzunzikawo,
Exactly.
you know.
That's
so
what is
at the end
happening.
of the day they have to even audit me as a podcast
Oh yeah.
to say kuti okay, there's this fund
Mutalandira ndrama.
imene kuchokera uku yama podcaster and you were listed as one of the podcasters. How much have you benefited?
Yeah.
Because how much doesn't mean impact,
No.
you know. So from the how much, what's the impact? So I have to give them the numbers because my channels are mainly now on YouTube ndi yanga,
Yeah.
siya funder, siya grant holder,
Yeah.
ndi yaine ndi auza okay, from the time mnabwesa ndrama panali ma 50 views,
Yeah.
tapanga sponsor ma ads awa ndi awa yafika pa 100 views
reached.
komaso panali ma project nake they were linked
Yeah.
to what we were podcasting. That's the problem,
Yeah.
you know. Now my auditors,
Yeah.
internal or external,
they
don't care about the impact. They care about how you spent the money. Yeah.
Okay.
So long as ngati by 12 million mwayispenda mwayipanga breakdown papo whether legit or not.
Yeah.
Whether it's making the impact it's supposed to
Or
make.
Bola mabuku alongo so.
So long as ineyo ndikuzola se Ngugi ndikuwasa dollar iyi tasoka ma dress 100. Alright? Ma dress 100 ajonga tukapereka kwani. Ali sema
Yongo
50
bola ngati delivery no dilipo tunapanga
ilipo kuti unapanga supply. You know? So for beneficiary kulibeko auditing inayo.
Yeah.
Because tikamapanga it's there, M&E. Tikamapanga measure simakhala kwa munthu amene upanga measure yakhayo. Imakhala so kwa beneficiary. Now voice of beneficiary palibepo. Because tikamapanga fund nkhani siya middleman siya amene ndikupanga fund ndiye munthu amene apangidwa affect uja. So there's nothing like that. Mostly these numbers are cooked. That's the problem.
Yeah, of course. That's true. I think most of the times, for example, I would take example ya USAID. Okay, kuti ma project amene amapanga fund nthawi ina yakamakhala ndi nthawi yoti amapanga ma visit akufield. Okay, and for you iwaja amafuna mwina anthu ake amakhaona kuti mwina saku Malawi kuno, right? But amapita amene uja mwina atenga interpret and all that, but they should interview the people on the ground. Okay, what are you chakuti mudapindula bwanji anthu aja ayambe kuti anayambe kufotokoza, which I feel like zinthu ezi zimathandiza. Okay, but I'm thinking about ngati NGO, takamba za NGO board, takamba za Ngora, these are local organizations and they are helping or regulating ma NGO amene tili nawo kwathu kuno. Nawonso akwena akhale ndi ma systems awo oti adzipita pa ground, not just doing the financial audit but doing the project audit, the objectives audit. Ndikuona kuti okay guys, ino amene munkayamba ntchito iyi mene munkapempha ndalama munkanati mufuna mpange achievers, let's go on the ground. Mwamanga nyumba zingati, let's go on the ground. Mwamanga zisime zingati, mwakumba mijigwe ingati, let's go on the ground.
Before saying kuti mwamanga nyumba zingati, how many houses were there before the
project?
Before you write in the concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in Mavela Nkani, that's I think yesterday or the other day. Pa mutaxi.
Yeah.
There's this guy amakamba za tech. Amanoti ndi technology yoti zipanga generator yoti zigwira ntchito 6 months.
Yeah.
After 6 months ndi yasha.
Yeah. Okay.
Generator. Whether kaungo is on for the next 6 months is zigwira ntchito.
Yeah.
So ngati wina akabwera ndi project imeneyo they have to regulate and see kuti panapangidwa magenerator angati ogwira ntchito 6 months whether that's legit or not you know if it's legit you have to say well, okay prototype ndi inagwira ntchito 6 months apanga ngati how many people are being impacted how much money are we putting in this you know so at the end of the day it's not about the project itself it's about the person amene akunena kuti tikuyapanga project you know timpanga audit komano impact iyo is it auditable ona ningathokuza na Henman kuti 10 mandipasa 50 pin ndikapasa anthu enayo muzoni imachitika munditenga ine tipita kumene kujako tikachiza nilioni one of the beneficiaries ona sample tikapita ku school sample yabwino bwino imambira 10 sample of 10 ngati kukamba zolongosoka ndimene ndimathona kuti 9 out of 10 akunena positive kapena 9 out of 10 akunena za negative that's where the 90% comes from you know komano tikutenga munthu mmodzi why
pamenepo atenga beneficial amene analandira ndamene akunena ifeyo dimwatithandiza kuno thinking
osanalandire so long as nimpasa 50 pinase ndikubwera ndi azungu ukapena ndikubwera ndi Henley Ruta anapanga
ma organization mumakhala ma dry land we call them dry land whereby kukakhala kuli ma such kind of visitation kuti mwina azungu akubwera tsiku lakula kuti ino ndi wiki imeneyo muwirikiza kupita ku field kuti adzakumana mwina ndi ma beneficiaries angapo ndekuti muwapasa nkhani yoti alankhule and all that which sometimes when I look at that I feel like is it makhala tikuzinamiza because if you got the money kuti mudzipanga ntchito yakuti si mainaso mupite mukapange dry land and all that ngati magwira ntchito kumene kujako it means kuti you can wake up today go kumene kuja ndikapanga interview and okhanene
amwene galimoto ikuyenda galimoto ngano mzungu jana panga like anapanga fund imani taona munthu akuyenda sito kumudziwa amwene Henley Foundation mukuziwa angona kuti ntchito siku like for real
mwina masanka one of the people that don't know
because if I'm saying kuti sample area the area for 9 of a set then ndime babingu bacha ndimfuse munthu anoze Henley Foundation ukuziwa kuti miles singulani
ndisachita sofusa kuti ata makumbisa zimbuzi iyayi
because if you say Henley Foundation angula yazimbuzi that's simple
and I think organization imene ndikudziwa kuti mamidzi kuti upite ndathokuza kuti awada kutithandiza mwina ifanya kuti amapereka ndalama pali give direct my sister works there and anthu awo amapita kumamidzi amakapereka ndalama iwo amapereka ndalama kuti zithandiza anthu amidzi ayambe mabizinesi athandize mabanja awo and stuff like that so it's a thing of kuti because alidi ndi ma statistics awo and everything midzi safikira yambiri so far that if you go there kufusa kuti aujanima kudziwa amapatsa so mafoni anthu amapatsa mafoni so they will tell you kuti ife tikuwadziwa sangayo waleso chifukwa choti chani anthu adakutani akupereka ndalama zoti zikuperekedwa koma I think so pena NGO ena kuti a international ndimaona ngati kuti they are more credible than mwina ena wopanga establish tokha pamodzi pano ena of course koma I think anthu ena mambisa menjo ena ndena for their own money benefit because they know this money is not really counted for like that so they can easily get away with it because you're gonna say ndapita kwakuti ndakapanga chakuti of course batokade antena kuti achitatu kupita kufufuzadi kuti design choncho koma you can actually say ndinapasidwa 2 million 2 million ndapanga zakuti uonesa mwina zinthu zochepa zimene ukunena kuti izizidi it's worth 2 million but in actual ground sooner you get 2 million yonse kaka 500 kaka 1 meter waika pathumba and I kind of feel like in the main jobs are ambili local ones I mean they apanga establish and to just because for their own benefit not really kuti they really want to try to help the people balantena da kuthandiza koma balantena gets a thing of ineso kodi which is okay it's a natural thing kuti winesa beze cholowa chageti komabe mostly we just want to make sure kuti anthu athudi akuthandizika so it would be good to have also our government if they can look into this NGOs that we have and even have this goal of 80% should go to the people that you say you're helping whatever NGO it is whatever business you guys do. Let's have the 80% really going to the people and then the 20% operation cost. Then we're going to be having, I think that's going to add more weight and there's going to be a lot of change in our country. I think maybe they mostly let's just have a variation, and if our government can take up this motion of 80% should really go to the people we're helping, it would help us.
Komanso pasakaiji is always, guys.
Okay.
You know, oh yeah, the volume always.
Yeah.
Pasakaiji is always because issue of humanity.
Yeah.
But in my part, like, okay, I can say whether I know Ngugi, she's a drunkard. You know, how am I measuring?
Koma, please make good examples of me. Eh?
Okay, I know Ngugi is a yappy. She spends money. Yeah, she's a big spender. Yeah, how am I judging that? Is either a space of 2 weeks or a month. You get what I'm saying? So what if she's doing that for me to identify her as that? Yeah. My organization please, I'm not trying to segera makomo amagaya kuno kuti apeze dola, because I mean ukapanga project jama khabe dola inoti ikupita kwa anthu amene akupanga project
Yeah.
so pakhale munthu nake oti amapanga understand agenda ija from the outside. Yeah. Ngati neyo let's say kuti Podcastmalawi ndi NGO tupanga project nake amwene singapange zolakwika kwa Podcastmalawi, be it ndi zolakwika kwa inake koma ngati zidza bwinobwino wa Podcastmalawi ndipanga cause I'm with Podcastmalawi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Ngugi is the CEO. I'll try as much as possible to be in line with whatever she told me. Mena nkandilemba ntchito.
Akambira naso zomwe zonena kuti your team should work hand in hand with you to achieve the main goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So ngati yo aja kubwera ngati partner or kapena kubwera ngati project ali ndi ma projections awo kuona it. So they have to be realistic. One, akuonera kuona background imene zimayendera.
Yeah.
Background anthu amene tikathandiza azakudya let's say aphala inu mmona kuti thumba limodzi lachimanga ligwira komano background 1.5 bags ndi zimene zikugwira. That person has to take that into consideration. You know, that will be able for them to say with Brandon Ugunama 3 bags are not for a week. 3 bags are for 2 weeks.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So if I'm requesting money for 2 weeks, I'm requesting for 3 bags. If I'm requesting 3 bags for 1 week, that's the problem.
Okay.
Brandon, you're right, and it looks like you have so much input on this bet. But I'm sure you people have heard what we're trying to share with you guys about my NGOs. Komaso mostly applauding Luanda for this initiative, but for this what can I call
Law
it?
or bill?
Yeah,
Okay.
for this bill to say kuti 80% yama enjoy zipanga chakuti 20% zipanga chakuti. I think that's really good. We're hoping kuti na feso zifike pamenepo.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's what we can say. And this so ena so amene mbanga ran enjoys yana no kaso panoka. Just make sure kuti mukubanga zinthu zolongosoka mukuthandiza anthu amene manena kuti mukwena kuthandiza, not really waiting for a law to be passed by for you to do something.
Yeah.
I think zina ziso pato ukhatito mabanga tokha kunauta zinthu zathu kuti tipite pasogolo mwina tipange chakuti. I mean, for me, because I also have a foundation, I need to do the right things to make sure kuti my mission is really accomplished. Ndikupanga diza mission. Osa tipoti ndapeza funding yangu ineso personally ndimapanga so achakuti yenako. There has to be a balance. Also there has to be a way kuti zimene mukufuna di kupanga zo zikuteka.
Yeah, true.
I think that's what I can say. But moving forward, we can conclude on this story. So kuti I'm really much interested because I'm having an event.
Okay.
It's a beauty pageant, Mista in Malawi.
Oh, really?
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. I do a lot of things.
So she came, actually, when I was working for some brand, she came with Jonathan.
Yes.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you doing it?
BSCC.
But I can still plan it for you.
Yeah?
Because
Okay, let's talk after.
Thank you.
So,
Okay, so emergency meeting will charge you guys for
advert. But anyway, yeah, so I'm having an event, Mista in Malawi. It's a beauty pageant.
Okay.
So the main purpose of this is empowering young teen girls, because I feel like they're neglected here. And we do have a lot of teen teen beauty pageants
Okay.
all around the country.
Yeah.
Not like the country, but like surrounding countries, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, whatever. They have Miss Teen. But in Malawi, we've never had Miss Teen.
Teen.
And this is the first time.
Okay.
I'm the founder.
Oh, great.
So this is the first time it's going to happen. But my main thing is I want to empower teen girls, right? That was the main driving force.
Okay.
And the other thing is, you know how beauty pageant in this country has been looked in a negative way.
Yeah.
Most people don't look at how best can we make the best of beauty pageant or like Miss Malawi, Miss whatever, Miss Culture, there's Miss Heritage, there's so many things. How best can we help? Because this is apart from young girls. How can we help these young girls and stuff like that? And for me, one of our projects that we want to help bring more awareness or fight about through these teen girls is putting an end to sexual abuse, right? And there's this case imene nachitika ku Shayona Cement, imene acidedi, which is just, let me have to read. Maybe you guys don't know who these guys are, but I should just read it out. CIDED is the Center for Democracy and Economic Development. So iwowa akufuna bange host peaceful demonstrations against one of the guys at Shayona. I mean, anampanga sexual assault one of the workers. And then my interest was like, you know, at this day and age, sexual assault is still happening.
Yeah.
It is still happening, and it's so sad to see kuti zintube izizi ndizote sizingajire kungotha, you know. And I think a lot of people have just gotten away with it because they didn't meet brave people to actually report. Koma, these cases are happening, and it's just sad to see kuti it has even come to this. That's what I'm saying, kuti fail. So one of our main goals is to make sure kuti we're bringing more awareness to these things. Kuti anthu amene apezedwa akupanga zinthu ngati zizi, they should really face the law and face the consequences, because we need to create a safe environment for our people, because most of the people that are assaulted are young girls. So, and especially I'm saying teenagers, it's an age group where they're still learning about life. They don't really have so much experience, and they're taken advantage of, you know. So if these kind of young girls, especially to my intensity kapita maofesi, umabeza azibwanena agendana na kuchechelela chifukwa chokuti afuna munamize mwana kungomusokoneza, and because this girl want to keep her job, maybe sanga yankule, you know, mwina zinthu zija. Some of them can say no. Some of them amalolela just because they're like, ndendikakana zindithela bwanji. And it's bad. I kind of feel like Antamine Mabanga is easy, taking advantage of young girls for your own sexual pleasures. It's bad, and you guys need to stop. And those that are, not face, they're implicated in this, they really need to face the consequences, so that the more people are getting the what? They're facing the consequences of this, then I'm trying as over. But inesonde kuti ndi aluka olo ndimangidwa or ABCD. Mina kuyaluka antena libe nazo ntchito. Koma kunena kuti they need to face the consequences. But zinzanga zinibira, whether it's you even being sacked from your job because of that and everything. And I'll tell you this, for me, I have where some place where I was working, one of my bosses actually was asking for like sexual favors and stuff, right? This is true. And I'm saying, I'm a grown woman. I can say no to these things, but the young girls, kuti mwina alibe kutekela ku ato wopyezedwa, or they've impressed them so much to actually easily just say yes. And it's bad. And these girls, ngatisa kudziwa how to say no or where to report, then it's gonna be bad for them. But when they start learning about this, is as you're growing up, azibambonda they can do ABCD. So as young girls, you need to protect yourself, you need to report if these things are happening. Do not be scared, do not be afraid. If anything like this can happen to you, please report, or find somebody who can talk to and who can help you how to put an end to these things. You need to put a shame to these men, because they need to stop. If you're going to entertain it, they're going to think it's okay, and they're going to keep on doing it. I've already said my opinion on this matter. I do not like this. But anyway, tell me your opinion about this.
That's the opinion of an activist that you could see from how she's talking. kuti yeah.
No, because I know that I've
Exactly.
met a lot of this as well.
I get
So
it. Being a woman.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Kuti, now I'm a grown-up person,
Yeah.
right? I easily know kuti, I should say no to
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
or find a way of how you need to say to stop this or whatever, which is bringing more awareness. And I also think I haven't really talked about this openly or out loud. I'm even saying it right now, which this is why I'm saying kuti, a lot is happening,
Yeah.
and a lot of not just even teen girls, but mostly teen girls,
Yeah.
they are facing this, and they don't know where to go. Or who to tell, and things like and there are all these things that happen. Komano, if you don't be scared. Report these issues when they're happening
Yeah.
to you. But go on.
Yeah, that's it's so good and so wonderful to talk about these issues.
Yeah.
I mean, iweyo ndi munthu oti wakula, okay, and you've grown up fighting those battles,
Yeah.
okay, meeting those men. Not just people of your same age, but we're talking about men. Or they are coming to you, approaching
Now we call
you.
them blessers.
Now we call them blessers. So it sounds something,
Fancy.
fancy. But then it's tijamagandabe basi. And the root problem can be kuti tikukhala mdziko loyipa, mdziko la umphawi, whereby such kind of things happens in exchange of something,
Yeah.
amakhala anthu akulemba ntchito chifukwa chona kuti mwina ambiri. So we're talking about people that just finished their mwina MCE education, ayamba
that's
ntchito.
for uni omwe.
Yeah, uni
Ma interns maga.
ayamba ntchito mashopo amwenyemwe and all that, because the issue that you refer to ndi
Yeah,
nkhani
yeah, nkhani ya amwenye.
yako amwenyo, and honestly speaking, there's been a lot of cases about these people. Ma company awo kaya mashopo mwawo amalemba anthumu makhala ma issues ama sexual assault ambiri, sexual harassment. Amachita instigator amachitira umboni. Ineyo I saw mushopo ina yake ndithu mwenye akumugwira mtsikana cha apa. And that tsikana ja tried to make it funny and
Brush
all
it
that,
away.
brushing it away.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in the respect, they're trying to protect their job because they know kuti nanga nditapanga zina zake andichosa ntchito.
And you know
then,
what? There are some people they just don't know how to say no.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just do. They're so scared to say no to a man,
Of
and
course.
they're touching them inappropriately, and they think it's okay. They're like,
Hey, I'm a the man of God yao.
Also, they're trying to keep their job and they're allowing
Yeah.
this to happen, but you need to say no. Like you're saying, I just want to quickly agree with you, Guri. They want to keep their job.
Yeah.
That's why they're allowing this. And because there's a lot of poverty happening, now kulolela zinthu ngati zimenezi for benefit of money.
Yeah.
Because they know what, hey, ndikapanga ndora ndigala ndama ndikhabe pantchito panga,
Yeah.
then I'll have money for me to survive. And if I don't do this,
Let me cut you. You've always known me as a man with a job. From the first time.
yes.
Yeah? It's gonna sound somehow, but ndi ntchito ku inherit, ndi position ku Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
So long as I go to some woman's house and write the application letter.
Oh yeah? So you're also being assaulted.
Why am I writing the application letter at her house?
So you're also being
At
assaulted,
night.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know? So this woman told me that, say, Brandon, it's gonna fuck you. I'm sorry. Poop. But this woman explicitly told me, Brandon, do you want the job ku Pidi? Because I'm going to go Pidi. Do you want a job ku Pidi?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah.
I was like, yo, man, come
who doesn't
on.
want
Some
to
of
do
them
that?
shouldn't go on that. If you want,
Eh.
come and write the application letter.
Kwatfu.
Kunyumba kwanga. Osati kwatu. Watu ndi kwanthu.
Ai kwanu
Kwanga.
kulibe mapepa ala kulembera application.
All night. Ati ndikalembe application letter.
This woman is old.
Yeah.
Sugar mommy.
Ndiye
Sugar
kuti.
mommy.
Yeah. Ine ndinkana ngati mashuga mami kulibe.
Nde munakana?
Eh?
Munakana?
Ndiri
Munakana?
ndikugwira ntchito ku Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Ndikugwira ntchito ku Capitol Hill.
Kalatayo mwina mukhozo kodi munakalemba pano mwina sanapange short list.
Because this person has that power.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, right? I have the guarantee, like, there's that guarantee. Kuti inendango banga whatever
Pito
I'm
kalemba.
saying, I can.
Pito mukayamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I inenda banga reverse uno. That's, you know, let me start the job.
Yeah.
After 1 week, I'm gonna write that.
And you
It's
know,
gonna happen.
I believe you and I know those things happen. But the sad thing is also kuti anyamata masodano, they're not really like, they're not taking, there's no more much action taken when you guys report these things.
Yes.
And like women, because we always think it's always women. And I know women get assaulted more, yes. But also a few men,
Harassed
you know,
also.
are still harassed, you know. So I think it's matters of kuti zingotas.
tikupangidwa harassers baba.
But do you know what?
Sexually harassed.
Yeah.
I remember the therapist that was seeing me
Yeah.
at that point. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that. After the therapist that assaulted me, because I was assaulted.
Looks like you keep on getting assaulted.
But yeah. So this person told me kuti. This person told me kuti. No, the second therapist.
Okay. Anyway, Brandon, we're gonna hear your opinion. Let's
what
talk
you can
about.
do.
I think there's more. I want to share you my stories. So let's talk.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk after. But anyway,
mastori anu mukambabe koma nkhani ndionena kuti let's stop sexual harassment at work. I know there are international organizations amene machita kupanga course ndithu ya sexual harassment, kumachita kukhala code of conduct ndithu kuti munthu akangopezeka kukulankhula mwina mwake muonesa mukukufuna kungokulankhula atu muonesa
Report.
even kukuyamikira kwina kwake kumene mwina ndingakuyamikira Ngugi
don't make us
mukoneka mwachenatu mungajyeketu, you know, something like
such
that.
comments.
Such comments, that's sexual harassment. So we zimene zizi izi akuluakulu, let's report it. Young women musaope kuti ntchito yanu ikhoza kuvutika, kumano moyo wanu ndi ofunika kwambiri kuposa ntchito imene muli nayo. Ifa awo akugonani awapasani matenda opanda mankhwala ena soli muna simungachite nawo ku Malawi kunoko. So let's try to report such things when they're happening.
Also,
I think that's what I can
we
say.
don't want to be scared to go
Yeah.
to work just because you're asking us for sexual favors, and if we don't give it to you, now we should lose our job
Yeah.
because of that, or we should just be uncomfortable being around
Yeah.
you because of that. So, I mean, Mabanga Zizi, shame on you, and you men need to stop.
Yeah.
You need to stop, and if you're
other
caught-
older women also, you need to stop
Also,
harassing
a few
her.
of you young women
Or
that are also
women
trying to assault
harassing us.
Ajina Brandon, stop. You need to stop. Let's create a safe environment
Yeah.
for all. And I also want to just encourage all young women in general. If you meet these things, please report. Go and report.
Yeah.
And put a shame to these men. It needs to stop. But if you're just gonna wrap it in your arms, something like this happened to you and you just wanna keep quiet, then it's not gonna stop.
Yeah,
so you reporting about this is gonna help another. It's gonna save another girl.
soul, yeah.
So let's do this. Let's report. Let's report.
Yeah.
Let's report. But so I guess that is all from me. We can talk and talk and talk. But
Mwanankulatu moyo wanu wonse.
we also, time is money, so we also need to go and chase money out there. So I guess we'll wrap it up from
Yeah.
here. But it's always a pleasure having you guys joining our show, giving us feedback, and also just
We love
being-
your feedback and we appreciate that.
Yes, and also just being
Keeps us
part.
going.
Yeah, and also just being part of the conversation.
Yeah,
Make sure you
exactly.
tune again, same time, same place. Keep watching Podcast Malawi. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Click on the
subscribe.
button below.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe. And also follow. You can follow me. Henry doesn't want to be followed. But you can follow me if you want to keep up with Ngugi International. Maybe if you're interested in some of my projects that I do, you know.
Even if you're interested in Gugu.
I'm only encouraging business, please. Me, I'll report you. If you come funny for me, I'll report you. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.